What's up everybody, David here, and today we're going to be using a real guitar amp, specifically a 5153 with Neural DSP's archetype Nolly. Now how are we going to do that, you ask? Well, it's actually incredibly complicated, so try to follow along here. We're going to plug my amp into the interface and then bypass the amp section of archetype Nolly. Yeah, it's a lot, I know. It really is that simple actually, that's all we're going to do. But something I need to point out, and this is very important, is that my 5150 has a preamp out function that allows me to do this. If your amp does not have a preamp out on it, you cannot do this. You will need a load box of some kind between your amp and your interface. If you go straight out of your amp, like out of the output, that's no bueno, don't do that. So make sure you have a load box if you don't have a preamp out already on your amp. So now that we have that out of the way, let's get started and talk about how we are going to do this. So I have archetype Nolly already pulled up and everything is bypassed here. And once again, I'm going from the preamp out of my amplifier into my interface. I do have a DI box in between that to use the ground lift to get rid of some hum, but I'm going into my interface and then into Nolly, and everything is currently bypassed. All we're going to do is actually just turn on the cab section, and that's it. So that doesn't sound particularly amazing, but we can use this plugin like we normally would now. So that is a little bit dark. I feel like we can shave off a little bit of low end, and we're going to use the EQ for that because you'll notice the EQ comes after the amp, and we already have the amp section covered, so we can use this just like normal. So I'm just going to pull out a little bit of low end here. All of it. So I'm going to switch over to a preset that I built specifically for this. That sounds pretty good. I could tweak it a lot more, mind you. But this preset right here is meant for my 5150. I have a Mesa 4x12 cabinet from Ownhammer. The left side is a 57 and the right side is a 421 blended together. So that sounds pretty sick to me. When I plug in to do this kind of thing, this is the one I'm using. I really like that cabinet combination. And the reason I want to do something like this, the reason I was doing this in the first place, is that tube amps are awesome. We know they sound great, but they're also kind of loud. And sometimes I don't want to wake up the whole house. Sometimes I just want to comfortably play at a nice bedroom level, which I can do with my 5150, but it's just very easy doing it through archetype like I'm doing now. And plus it gives me access to things like an EQ. It gives me access to more than one cabinet, not just the one cab that I have in my room. So there's a lot of versatility here, even as far as effects go. So we can also go to the effects page and actually turn those on as well. So now I have effects to play through. Incredibly sloppy, but that's okay. So you get the point. Now we can even use effects with our lead tones. So also, I have a delay on my pedal board. So let me shut this off, turn that delay on, turn the reverb off for now, and I can even use my delay pedal, everything in my effects loop. You get the point. And also, if I want to, I can then use the reverb after my actual pedal delay. And let's say I don't want to use Nolly, I can easily fire up Archetype Plini and get the same type of effect. So, shut off my delay. That actually sounds really good, by the way. So we're going to get even more creative now. I'm on the clean tone of my 5150. I have my Electro Harmonics Canyon delay set to shimmer mode, and we're going to make some super ambient tones using the effects inside of Plini. So with shimmer, this is what it currently sounds like on the neck pickup, which is a Sustainiac. I'm going to add a little more delay to that. Let's try it now. Now let's switch on the reverb in Plini. I'm going to go pretty dry for now just to test it out. Turn this up a little bit. Here we go. Let's go even more. Even more space. That is super sick. Okay. I've never tried that before, and that sounds incredible. So I will definitely be using that somewhere in some kind of song because that was sick. But anyways, you get the point here. Doing something like this can give you a lot of versatility. Like I mentioned, I have different cab options than I normally would just playing through my regular cab. I have different compound effects options. Maybe you don't own a delay pedal. So definitely try it out. This can be a really cool way to experiment and just play with some different sounds that you normally would not have playing through your own amp and your own cab. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Have you done this before? Are you planning on doing it? Am I super late to the party and everyone's doing this? As far as I looked, because I did do some research to see if I'm like the last one to do something like this, I haven't seen a ton of videos using neural DSP in this certain way, and I thought it'd be cool to make one. So just let me know what you think down in the comments below. I know I got a new amp and some new pedals without telling anybody, so there will be a video on that coming soon. I did a complete overhaul of my rig. I just haven't had a chance to do that type of video, but there will be one coming very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that, and as always, thank you so much for watching. My name is David, and I will see you next time.